Hi guys, welcome back to another book review. Okay, today we're going to talk about Demigods of Pendilor. This is book 1 in the Lost Soul series. It is a young adult fantasy book. The reason I went ahead and read this was because the author was so kind to send me a copy of his book. Again, this is young adult. It is what you expect of a young adult book, but it is a very good young adult book. So the romance in it is going to be light and sweet. You aren't going to have that hot and heavy romance because it is a young adult book. But I can say one of my favorite things about this was the multiple viewpoints. A lot of times I can sometimes even get overwhelmed. Like in some books you say, okay, whose viewpoint am I in now? You know, you never do that with this book. Like I not once was like, whose viewpoint am I in? What is going on? He doesn't. He has a master in the multiple viewpoints. But because of that, he keeps you pulled in. There was a point last night when I was like, I'm going to put this book down and I'm going to go to bed because it's getting really late. Well, I flipped to the next page and it was the next chapter. I let my eyes wander and I'm like, oh, this is in this person's viewpoint. What's going on there? And because of that, I kept going until I finished it. I finished it in a day. It is not a super long book, which is nice because books sometimes have a lot of dead spots, and because of it not being super long, he has no dead spots in this book. There's nothing where you're just feeling like, okay, what's gonna happen next? You never get to that point in this book because he has so much going on and he keeps it at such a fast, active pace and so many different viewpoints that you never are bored. He doesn't have a lull in the story, like he doesn't. So because of that, I can really say this is a good book. I was sad when I went to go review it that I saw he did not have very many reviews on this book, which is a shame because this is a good young adult fantasy book. And because of the romance being so light and sweet, I can say it is easily recommended for people under 18 and over 18. There's enough romance in there to keep you interested, but not so much that you're just going to be like, what's going on? You know, I'm not sure this should be where it is. He kept it light. He kept it sweet. And so it's very good. So let's think about this. Fantasy. If you love fantasy, it's for you. You love young adult, it's for you. If you don't want a whole lot of romance and just want the high fantasy, this is for you. If you love the multiple viewpoints, this is for you because he has mastered the multiple viewpoints. But if those things aren't for you, then I'm going to say go ahead and just don't read it because, you know, I hate for him to get a bad review just because this book is not for you because it is a really, really good book. So again, high fantasy, lots of action, lots of going on, great book. If you love that high fantasy and you love the young adult, then I'm going to say go for it. This again is this book, Demigods of Pendilor. It is really good. So if you want to take that leap of faith, go ahead and take that leap of faith because you're not going to regret it.